Hello, good afternoon. This is David Soto talking to you, and today is my weekly trade predictions for the upcoming trading week of December 21st through December 25th, 2020. Okay, and what I'm going to do right here is I will look at all the major forex currency pairs on a 30-minute time frame. Okay, just so we can see what happened this past week, and then I will compare that to higher time frames such as the 4-hour daily and weekly chart, and then I'm going to try to give you my analysis of what I think is going to happen this coming week. Okay, so to start off, I want to say that this coming week is Christmas. Okay, so it's holiday season, and then the following week is New Year's. So the next 2 weeks really should be fairly slow. Okay, as terms of market movement and market volatility. Okay, but you can still make some money trading. But do keep in mind that on Christmas Day, even New Year's Day, the markets will be closed. Okay, there will be no trading. So you can spend time with your family. I probably would recommend setting some stop losses on open trades just in case something happens when the market is closed. We don't know. There should not be any movement, but I've seen some strange things happen in the past years. So with that said, make sure you set some stop losses. So to start with here, we look at EURUSD on the 30-minute time frame, and we see that the price actually did end higher than where it began. So we did have a slight uptrend, which is kind of opposite of what I thought was going to happen last week. I thought we would start seeing a slow downtrend, but instead the price decided to go higher. But we do see that the price is at a pretty strong level of resistance right now, and is starting to slowly work itself back down. Now let's go to the 4-hour chart and see what the 4-hour chart says. Okay, so on the 4-hour chart, we see that the price is already starting to go into a downtrend. Okay, so that's a very good sign that this will continue. Okay, now with this being the holiday season right now, I do expect the markets to be rather slow, and so you're not going to see like a big drop. Okay, you're just going to see that the prices slowly trickle down. Okay, if we look at the daily chart, we see the same thing. Okay, just now starting to go into a downtrend, and the weekly chart as well. So basically everything is pointing to go down, but these are all fresh signals. Okay, this is pretty new, so it's going to take time before this really goes into a downtrend. Okay, the next few weeks should be probably in the next, coming next month. Okay, and into the new year, we will see this really go into a downtrend. Okay, so what's going to happen this coming week? Well, like I said, you already see it starting to slowly go down. But I think it's going to happen is that we are going to see more of a range of market. Okay, if we go down to a smaller time frame, on the 15-minute chart, we have an opposite color arrow. We have a blue arrow here. So according to the 15-minute chart, it's already starting to go back up, right? So it's going to go back up a ways and then come back down. But I think more or less you're going to see pretty much a flat range of market. And due to the fact that there's not going to be a lot of market volatility, I would recommend sticking to a 15-minute time frame. Okay, your 15-minute chart like this, and trade from arrow to arrow. So like right now, and the 15-minute chart is showing to go up. So right this very minute, it would be okay to place a buy trade and close it when you get the next opposite red arrow. But this, this being Monday, the beginning of the week, I would not place a trade right away. I would wait until at least the London session opens on Monday and then place a trade. Okay, so probably what will happen is the price will go up some, form a red arrow, and by that time the London session should be open and you'd be safe to put a sell trade in. Okay, and since the bigger time frames are showing to drop, I would probably stick to the 15-minute chart and sell only. Okay, you should be okay to buy and sell both, but to be 100% safe, I would probably stick with sell trades only, the red arrows. Okay, moving on to GBP USD, we see a similar fashion here. The price ended slightly higher than where it began, so the price escalated up and now it's starting to come back down. We do have a we hit a level of support right here, but it's not really going up, is it? So what's going to happen? Well, if we look at the 4-hour chart, we're still showing this to go into a downtrend. All right, so that's a good sign that this will be dropping. Okay, so really we only want to sell the GBP USD this week. If we look at the daily chart, we have a signal to sell, weekly chart as well. Okay, so all indicators are pointing down right now, which is a good sign, and I would not look to buy. Okay, again, you can stick to a 15-minute chart if you want. It's not a problem. Right now on the 15-minute time frame, we see a signal to buy, and like I said, it's gone up, but it's shot back down, but it'll probably go back up again. Okay, what I would do though, just to be safe, again, wait till the London session and look for a red arrow. Okay, once you get that red arrow to sell, then you be safe to put a sell trade in, and then just close the trade when you get the opposite blue arrow. Okay, moving on to Australian dollar versus the US dollar. Here we see more of a flat range of market, but we do see the price where it ended here is higher than where it began, right? So again, just like the previous two currencies we looked at, this price did elevate and go higher, which is a lot different than what I had anticipated the previous week, but it's okay. We do see right now is, like I said, it's in a flat range of market right now. It's not really going up or down. We do have a red arrow, so I'm thinking this will be dropping this week. Okay, I know the US dollar is still fragile, but you know, it's just we'll see. If you go to the, let's go to the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart again shows to sell, right? So, and you clearly see that the price started to drop and then came back up again. Okay, so yes, it probably will go up a little bit more at the, you know, the opening of the market this week, but soon it's going to start dropping. If you look at the daily chart, we have a signal to sell, and the weekly chart as well. So again, all these signals to sell are all pretty fresh. Okay, so it's going to take time before this really goes into a downtrend. Okay, and it's been fighting to go into a downtrend for quite some time. Like last week, I thought it would start going to a downtrend, but instead it went back up a little more. So same thing could happen again, but to be safe though, however, I would stick with sell signals only. Okay, just like I mentioned previously. So if you go to a 15-minute chart, okay, stay with the 15-minute chart this week. Right now we have a signal to buy on the 15-minute chart. Okay, so that's what we've already been looking at. So I think it's going to go a little bit higher, and it's going to form a red arrow, and that time you can sell. So again, you want to, I would probably wait at least 5 or 6 hours after the market opens on Monday before you place any trades. Okay, I never recommend placing any trades right at the market of, right at the open of the market on Monday, because the market is like asleep during the weekend, and it takes time for everything to, you know, get back in its pace, if you will. So definitely want to wait wait a while, 5 or 6 hours, look for a red arrow, and then place your sell trade. Okay, so you can buy and sell both if you want, but to be 100% safe, I would sell only. Okay, and keep it on the 15-minute time frame. Moving on to US dollar versus the Swiss franc. Okay, now here we see more, definitely see a flat range of market. The price ended slightly lower than where it began, so it's doing the inverse of what we were seeing previously, which is normal. Okay, as expected. But here we see like a lot of highs and lows, which is pretty good, and the market, or the US dollar, is trying to make a rebound. It's really trying to go up. It's just so fragile right now. Okay, like I've been saying for the last couple weeks. So what's going to happen this week? All right, on the 30-minute time frame, we have a signal to sell, and it has not hit a signal to buy yet, but it should be dropping. If you go to the 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart shows to buy, and it's been showing that for, you know, the last week or two, and that's good. This hasn't repainted, so I think, you know, we're going to start seeing an uptrend occur. And you know, with this being the Christmas season, the market's going to be very slow, so it's definitely going to take some time before this goes into an uptrend. Okay, the daily chart shows the buy, and the weekly chart shows the buy as well. So again, look at all these signals. They're all fresh. They're all pretty new. So it's just going to take time before this really goes into an uptrend. Okay, it will eventually, guaranteed. It's just exactly when, I can't tell you. Okay, I'm not a magician here. Okay, but to be safe, however, if you want, you see these buy signals had a lot more movement than the sell. Okay, so what I would do is put your charts on a 15-minute time frame this week, because the market is not going to be, you know, that volatile. You're not going to see a lot of movement. Keep it on a 15-minute time frame and look for buy signals only. Okay, place your trades on the blue arrows and close on the opposite red arrow. Okay, that would be my best recommendation. Moving on to US dollar versus Japanese yen. Okay, now here we do see the price dropped more. It's kind of in a flat range of market right now, but this was not quite what I anticipated this past week, but it's okay. Like I said, the US dollar is not very strong right now. So what's going to happen this coming week? Well, if we look at the 4-hour chart, it shows the buy, and it's kind of working its way up. The daily chart shows the buy, and the weekly chart shows the buy. So pretty much everything is showing the buy right now. Okay, and again, these are all kind of fresh signals to buy. So the US dollar is not really in an uptrend yet. Okay, it's going to take time. Okay, and you probably will not see a solid uptrend until the new year. Okay, that's what I'm guessing. And I think we're going to see, probably for the next 2 weeks, we're going to see mostly just flat range of markets. Okay, now what do you want to do for this week? Again, put the charts on a 15-minute time frame, and you probably could trade from arrow to arrow, both buy and sell. I don't really see a huge problem with that, but with the fact that the higher time frame showed a buy, I would probably wait for the blue arrow. Okay, right now you see a red arrow formed, and then it's kind of just, this right here was on the close of the market on Friday, so the market was just like completely flat and dead right there. That's okay, that's normal. But when the market opens, it's going to be slow also, but eventually it's going to drop, and we will see a blue arrow develop at some point in here. Okay, and what that means is, if it forms a blue arrow in here somewhere, it's going to be higher than this blue arrow. Okay, so that means it's going to shoot up more, and the next red arrow will be higher than this red arrow. Okay, so it would be like going in an uptrend. Okay, that's what we should be seeing develop this week. So with that in mind, I would look for buy signals only, the blue arrows. Okay, if you get a blue arrow on a 15-minute chart, buy, place your trade, and close on the opposite red arrow. Okay, that would be your safest bet. Okay, US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Let's look at this one real quick. Okay, here we see just pretty much just a straight flat range of market. Okay, which is excellent. If you were trading from arrow to arrow using a 30-minute time frame like this, you would have a lot of profit. Okay, and you would not have a lot of swap fees, because the trades will open and close, you know, within 24 to 48 hours from one another. So that's pretty good strategy right here. But we don't always know when there's going to be a flat range of market. But if you do have a setup like this, this is a perfect opportunity just to scalp and get these quick profits. Okay, so what's going to happen this coming week? Well, let's look at the 4-hour chart real quick. 4-hour chart shows the buy, and obviously you can clearly see that it is, you know, slowly working its way up. But right now it looks like it hit some strong resistance. If I go to the 1-hour chart, it has a signal to sell. Okay, so the 4-hour shows the buy, daily shows the buy, and the weekly shows the buy. So all the bigger time frames are showing the buy, and you know, like I said, it's very fragile right now, but eventually it's going to form a nice uptrend. Okay, it's just going to take some time. So what's going to happen this week? Well, if we keep our charts on the 15-minute time frame now. Just like I've already been saying, we can trade from arrow to arrow, or this one you probably could trade, you could both buy and sell, but to be 100% safe, I would probably look to buy only, okay, since the bigger time frames are showing to buy. And you look right here, you can clearly see, like, from this arrow to this arrow is a big gain, right? If I get the crosshairs, let's say I buy here and I go up to here, that's already 946 pips on profit. So that's a pretty big gain, and that would open on December 17th, and you would have closed on the 18th of December. So basically in 24 hours you would have made all that profit. That's really, really good. That's a big jump, honestly. So right now it's starting to come back down, and like I said, the open of the market on Monday will be slow, so just take your time. I would probably wait till this is US dollars, so I'll probably wait till the New York session on Monday just to see what happens. If you get a blue arrow to buy, then place your trade and close on the opposite red arrow, okay? That would make the most sense here, okay? So I would look for buy opportunities only for the USD CAD, all right? And that's pretty much all the USD pairs look to buy. So anyhow, if you have any questions at all about these trade predictions, or if you want me to analyze another currency pair not listed here, please hit me up on Facebook. I put a link below in the description of this video for my personal Facebook. You can contact me there first. Also, I put a link for my private Facebook group, and you can request to join my Facebook group and post any questions or comments in my Facebook group. Okay, so with that said, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to helping you.